I've been going to the doctors, but they never give me a clear scope of what's really happening. I feel like I'm going to choke and I'm having like this stomach pain. It almost feel like I have a hernia or something. Trouble like swallowing or eating. It just feels weird when I eat.
Okay, so there is one entity that's causing a lot of this particular problem. If there's a link on some level between digestion and the swallowing issue, it's attacking the entity. Pretty scary.
Oh gosh.
So the body is one we do feel like right a little bit scared when looking at the top of it because it has claws or pincers, but it has like a bunch of them.
In my stomach, the pain that was in my stomach is, it was almost like 10 when we started. It's probably like a 2, if that. My throat and my head also feels lighter. My body feels lighter. Yes, I was feeling pressure in the top of my head. I was feeling something on my left side, and I was feeling like a sensation on the right side of my face. I was feeling like I almost had to cough, like there was almost like a tickle like in my throat. I feel like a little pressure in my chest area, like right between my breastbone.
The tail had been in the stomach, and its body had been all the way up through, and it's right those claws, like the top of it or the head of it, were in the throat, and this is exactly what happens. Then once it's removed, then all of a sudden, right, all of the pain that it was causing, all of a sudden there's a huge decrease in that.
I just, my whole body just felt off. I could
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know, like I didn't have the control of my own, body or something. I'm like, what is going on? Well, like I said, I felt the sensation in the right side of my cheek. I felt it on the left side of me. I felt it in my forehead. I felt my throat and my chest, around my breastbone and down my stomach feels much better than it did when I first came on the call. And also my body feels lighter. Like I say, like 80% better. I'm having like a lot of digestive issues. So when I go to eat, I feel like it's stuck in my throat, stuck feeling in my chest. It's stuck like in my stomach, or the food is stuck, or it's not going.
It's also been indicated that there's one particular healing guide, Master Zoser, that also wants to come in. We're welcoming him to join us and work on these areas as well. Now the intestines and the head. We see as primarily brown. We see it being long. We do not see it having a form that is human in any way. We see almost, sometimes hard to describe these things, but right, um, you could say it's like a tube, but it's not like a tube because there are cross sections. So the cross sections would be more like a cactus where it has grooves in it along this tube-like body. We see there being an end to it where you kind of have like a small ball at the end. And then maybe 10 of them that kind of go around.
Like tentacles or something?
It's not a tentacle. It's almost like if a crab had a claw, like a crab had a claw,
Mm-hmm.
and and it has like 10 of those around the front part of it. If there was like a face, that would be it. So at the front of it, and we see something in the center, something like a dot in the center, and we wonder what that is. Maybe it's we're wondering if it's an eye or it's a mouth. Or all right, it came in something relation to other people rather than coming in through a particular place.
Can you tell if it came in through a woman or a male?
We can ask questions and get answers. So if there's a question like that, we can see which one it would be. Male. So it came in through a male person.
Because I met a guy online in maybe 2023, and then I broke it off with that person, but I was just wondering if it came in through him.
It's a good question. All right, let's see. The answer is yes. So that's it's a yes. So it did come in through that individual. Right, it is affecting the throat, but it's also, at least to some extent, having an impact on the brain area and the stomach area, which also is common. Some even if it's attached at one point, like the throat, it can still have an effect on different areas, and also it's very long. So we're going to directly try to do a removal process on it. We're working on pulling it out, because again, it's kind of long. Archangel Gabriel has also stepped forward, right? We saw the sword of Archangel Gabriel a couple of minutes ago, and that indicated to us that this would be a forceful act of removal rather than like an asking it to leave and an agreeing to leave or something like that. And we're seeing it where its tail had been lodged and even curled around in the abdomen area, probably around that digestion area. Right, we're seeing its that head part with those claws and whatnot in the throat area.